Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone woke up in good spirits today as I did. It is fairly early, very, very early, and I don't know why I'm up, but happy Saturday. Anyways, we're going to get into Life of Snooks a little bit, just a little bit. But first, I got to get this little man out my throat, because Lord have mercy. So let's go to the bathroom. So my room is messy. Anyways. Good morning, son. Oh, Jesus. Why is it so bright? Why is it so bright? Lord, let's put you over here. Oh, it's like a mad break for no reason. So, I'm going to wash my face, brush my teeth. And then we're going to discuss two things about me. But first things first, because breakfast cooking! Alright, now hot water. I'm going to wash my face first because I cannot brush my teeth with crusty face. Like, what am I doing with all the boogers in my eyes? Do you see that? That's so nasty. Oh, Jesus. I always wash my face and my neck. I don't know. It's a part of the face. Right in the ears. They're going to be rewashed again, but, you know. Oh. Man. I like toothbrush. About time for some new toothpaste, but don't judge me. At least I'm brushing. Fill her up. Now we brush the jibs. If your toothpaste ain't foaming at the mouth, you ain't brushing good. Fresh breath. Woo! Gotta get the boogies. You see me? Think I got them all. Now that we are so fresh and so clean. Now, it's time for us to make some coffee. Oh, you like my bathroom? You say you like my bathroom? Because it says hello, beautiful. Yes, yes. Little quotes. Yes, yes. Oh, son, what are you doing over there? I don't know what he was doing, but you know, whatever he was doing, he was doing. Let's sit y'all right up here. I've been asked this question many a times, and I think it's time to address the question. The question is, well, the questions are, why am I gay, and how did you become gay, and what made you turn gay, and oh, it was men. Let me break the jits down to you the best I can, and I call it jits because I kind of want to make this short and sweet. Okay. Although I'm a talker, so it may become longer. So we're gonna say jits slash summary slash autobiography. But it all comes down to basically, I am a lesbian because I choose to be a lesbian. I like it. It's not that any men have done me wrong or crossed me or broke my heart or hurt me, although some have broke my heart. And yes, at one point I did date men. I did. And I was back and forth for a long time. I was dating men and I was dating women and I was dating men and I was dating women. I was finding myself. But it's a reason why I was back and forth. It had nothing to do with how I was born or anything like that. But that's another YouTube video that we would get deep into Snook's life. But that's not for this, okay? But yes, so at one point, you could say I was confused. Some people would say bisexual or whatever, but I wouldn't say more bisexual. I would say more confused. I knew that growing up, you're supposed to be with men. As a female, at least that's what was taught. And I always found myself, even at the age of 9, looking at females and wondering why I find them attractive, but was scared to mention anything about it. So as I got older, you know, my first real true encounter with a female was at the age of 14. That was with a kiss. I was real nervous, you know, it was shocking to me, whatever, long story short. Anyways, it took me to about the age of, I want to say 30. I realized that I wasn't into men the way everybody wanted me to be. I didn't care to be into men. I didn't like the feeling of being intimate with a man. I didn't like the overpowering of a man over me. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Not that I have any ill intention towards men. I think men are great. I think men should be treated as kings. You know, men are the foundation of the world, you know, when it comes to being a protector and, you know, providing and stuff like that, which is understandable. At least that's what we're taught, right? But the reason I'm into my women is because it's a different feel, you know. I love the way a woman nurtures, you know, not just herself, but others. And I like to feel nurtured, you know. I like the way females care for you, the way they touch you, the way they smell, you know, their sense of humor, you know, is just some, not all, but the sense of humor of them, you know, was more easy flowing, you know. I like the deep conversations. Not that you can't have these with men, but you know, it's more found than women. Women always want to dig deep, and I love the brain pickers that like to get deep and to have, you know, these intellectual conversations that make you want to just rip your clothes off. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be like a sexual conversation. It's just a regular deep conversation that gets to your mind, that touches your soul, that actually fills your heart with knowing that, wow, this female is beautiful. Like, women are beautiful. Women are beautiful. They're the mindset. They are the glue to keep everything together. And that's just what I look for. I look for what I give out, you know. They're easygoing, you know. You don't never have to really press a female to help you with anything like bills or, you know, the kids or, you know, going anywhere. Females are so easygoing, and 9 out of 10, you don't have to ask a female to do anything. You don't have to ask them to fix anything. You don't have to do any of those things. You know why? Because just having a simple conversation with a female opens her mind to knowing that I need to assist in this, or I should assist into this. Especially if it's somebody that they're really digging in and they want to get into, you know what I mean? And want to date. But I love women. I think women are beautiful inside and out. I think they have beautiful personalities. Their spirits are genuine, very soft touched, very well spoken. Some, not all, but you know, we're speaking on the good parts of a female. And that's what I like, and that's what drew me into women. Having these personal conversations and how soft they felt and how they smell and how their hair blows in the wind, if it does blow in the wind, or how the sun shines off the afro of the, you know, just the glare, the glistening of the oils that you put in your hair and stuff. I just think women are beautiful. I love the fact that they come in all shapes and sizes, the confidence that they withhold in themselves. I just love it all. Like, I just love it all. That's why. It has nothing to do with a man. It has something to do with my perspective and my preference and what I like. I'm a female. I'm a lesbian. I'm into femmes, you know. Lately I've been drawn into a few studs, maybe some stems, but you know, if I had my choice, I would choose my femmes overall, because I just think it's so sexy. I love to play the dress up, you know, get your hair done, get your nails done, your feet done, go shopping, carry pocketbooks together, you know, just little cute things. That's it. Nothing more, nothing major. So we met years ago. We met when I was a child, fairly young. I want to say we grew up together. And I would never think that we would run into each other again and hit it off so well. When we grew up, we used to talk, we play together, and we would talk with each other and everything, but nothing major, you know, just little stuff, you know. We went from kids to teenagers, and I think towards the end of my teenage years, beginning of my 20s, we lost contact with each other, and I haven't seen her in a long time. I know at one point she was becoming unhappy and things of that nature. And we just lost contact with each other, and I haven't seen her in years. And then recently, I want to say the beginning of this year, I know what y'all thinking, I know what y'all thinking. Y'all like, why aren't you dating such? Mind your business. Listen. So it was the beginning of this year when I ran into her again, and she was glowing, and I was like, damn, it's been a minute, like, you look good, girl. And, she was like, thank you and everything like that. We instantly hit it off. We went out to lunch. We spoke. We went on plenty of dates, and we had a lot of private time together and got to learn each other again and piece the missing pieces that needed to be together. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I never thought that she would be so beautiful inside and out, and her mindset has grown like a ton, and her confidence is nowhere near mediocre. You understand me? Like, it is out of this world. And the way she talks and carry herself and the image that she portrays is actually her. And I never would have thought in many years that she would come to terms and see the good in her. I can tell that she's loving herself more, and she's very headstrong, and she's a go-getter, and she's not worried about anybody, and this positive attitude that she carries, and it's just breathtaking. I see that she loves not just herself, but she loves people, and she gives great advice. And I'm just sitting back listening to her as she talks, and I'm like, wow, you've grown into a beautiful woman. Like, you're very intelligent, you're smart, you're immaculate, courageous as well. The things she was telling me was just like, mind-blowing. She has a nice career. Didn't see her in a field that she's in ever, especially with the childhood that she grew up in. I would never think that she would even think of putting herself in that predicament, in that type of career mind frame. But she did, and she's changing lives. And the one thing that I think I loved the most was that she was smiling more. You could tell she was in tune with herself. You could tell she found herself. She's loving herself. She built herself. And she's not thinking about what anybody else has to say about her. She's carrying herself like a queen that she is. And that drew me into her. And I wanted to learn more. So we start kicking it a little bit more, and we start, spending more time with each other. I stopped, I had to take a little break from my social medias a little bit, because I wanted to get to know her some more and spend some more time with her, and that way I can make this video and brag about her. Like, she's so caring, and she's nurturing, and the things that are prospering in her life and that she's trying to pursue, she's actually pushing forth, and it's actually working and happening for her. Like, this is not the same person that I grew up with 30-something years ago, And the mishaps that we've had, the arguments, the tug of wars, the fights, You know, growing up, you know, middle school, elementary, high school, like, you know, the fights and the arguments and the tug of war and the, you know, the hate that we have for one another was just crazy. And now we are like in love with each other. And I'm in love with her. I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. And I know some of y'all like, you know, what do your son think about her? Well, you know, my son thinks she's mean sometimes. She could be very strict, but she's a loving person and she cares. And, you know, they bump heads sometimes, but he knows she means well. He always lets her know that he loves her. So this has been a long time coming, you know? And I'm just happy to embrace these times with you guys. I know. Y'all ready for the juicy part? So, did I get engaged? I don't know. We'll see. Keep watching. I am engaged. The person that I'm engaged to and that I'm so in love with, I know y'all wanted to see them personally. And you are. That person I'm engaged to and I love so deeply and I got in touch with and we hit it off so well after so many years is me. I proposed to myself. This is a Sologamy ring. I know y'all like, what is a Sologamy? Some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not know. But it is when one person dedicates themselves to themselves. I married myself. Doesn't mean that I can't marry someone else. It just means that this ring is worn on the ring finger on the left hand. And it is to scare away the people who do not belong. And it is to bring in the people who are questioning what the ring is for and if I am married. And it's also to bring in the person who is going to match what I vowed myself as. I vow peace in my life. I vow love, nourishment, happiness, confidence, sense of humor, great personality. I vow to be good to myself, never to make me sad, always to push forward. I vow that nothing will come above me or my kid. I vow to give me all of me first before I can give all of me to someone else. And I feel everyone should vow that vow and marry themselves first, because you never know how great of a person you are to yourself and to others until you find yourself and love on yourself. treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Always put you first. Because there's nothing more sexier than self-love. Oh, and the definition for sologamy? Well, it's on the next screen. Thank you for joining my path on how I propose to myself. I know a lot of y'all are probably happy that I'm engaged to myself and not to someone else, because that still gives you a chance to come in. And I know a lot of y'all are probably upset, like, she made me watch this whole YouTube video to find out she engaged to herself. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just gave you some insight of why I chose me instead of another human body.